talking about my album, who can hear this interview to know. As much as I'm supposed to be promoting this movie and talking about my album, I just feel like we're in competition right now because they are trying to normalize the devil. They are trying to the devil is on the main stage at award shows and in every video and signs and symbols. And I said, you know what? We need to stop treating our relationship with Jesus like the little buddy that you talk to before you go to bed at night, and not be more vocal about all the things that God means to us and all of the things that God has brought us through. Because there's been a lot of moments that you didn't post about, but yet how did God decide to get me through this?
Yeah, man.
So is Tyrese right about the situation? He's coming out speaking about it, but my thing is, why he's speaking about it, he's part of them. He's down with them. He does the same signs and symbols. I'm like, if you would participate in putting him on the front stage, then what are you talking about? And I think he's setting up for him to be another situation like Jamie, Mr. Jamie Foxx. I think he's setting up for that. So he speaks out, something's gonna happen to him, he's gonna make tabloids and blogs, and then, oh, that's why he spoke out, and it's gonna cause paranoia and hysteria. Sometimes I do think they're using this community to promote hysteria, paranoia, to make people paranoid. I think they do use this stuff because some people wouldn't even notice about it, but we'll speak about it, and they'll say, well, these people are putting this on the front stage, as if it will have an effect, but only if we allow it to have an effect. You know what I'm saying? And then us bringing it to everybody. Who knows how many people out there get afraid? You don't have nothing to be afraid of. These people do what they do. But I do think sometimes they do use this community to promote or help get their word out or to push their agenda. But I do think that Tyrese is hinting at something. Well, why did he come out and say that, if he's with him? That's what's coming up to me. I'm pretty sure it also has something to do with how they got to tell you the truth so they can continue doing what they do. They got to put this stuff out. They got to put this negative stuff out so they can continue doing what they do. So this is nothing new under the sun. They've been doing this. They've been actually promoting this stuff. He's actually been on the front line since the television. He's been on the front line. If you go look at the hieroglyphs, everywhere you go, there's this horn-like figure that's an adversary to a good person. All over the world in every book. So he's always been on the front line of everything. So it's nothing new. But they are trying to put this heavily in music and stuff and normalize it. I don't think it'll ever get normalized. Nobody's never going to go out there and dress like a little Uzi Vert on a regular day. Not a crowd of people. But like I said, they do try to get the few here and there who are easily to mislead. And those are actually growing in the numbers. That's what I'm afraid of, people being more easily to mislead. And people are not speaking about how dangerous TikTok is. TikTok is probably one of the worst things that we can do for our kids and our friends around us. Like watching that stuff, I catch myself watching. I watch most of YouTube Shorts. I don't like the TikTok app, but there's a lot of information on both of them. Now, you can use them to the best of your ability, but it's just a lot. So there's pros and cons with everything in life. And that's what this story is about, if you think about it. You have an adversary that's horn-like being. You have a savior that's usually some type of good person, right? You have to have a good and an evil in life. That's just how life works. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe that he has already been on the front stage. I do believe that they are promoting it heavy, and they are trying to normalize a lot of bad things. And they're just getting the ones who are easily misled. You have nothing to worry about as long as you're not easily misled. Let these people do whatever they want to do, y'all. There's nothing we can do about it. Just mind our business. Do our thing, you know what I'm saying? Take care of your life. Make sure you're living righteous. Make sure you're living good. They're going to do what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing we can do to stop Trippie Redd from putting on makeup and dressing like this and thinking something. What we got to do is make sure we're protecting our energy and all the other stuff. And, they put this stuff on magazines and all this stuff. We really got to detox away from it 100%. Cutting the TV off, just staying away from it. And here's the thing. It goes so deep that they had every store you walk in, every building you walked in, up under each, mindset, up under each program. And everywhere you go, from Targets to Walmart, it's all by them. So it's all going to be the same symbols and signs thrown at you every day. So there's ways around it, but number one way to do it is to keep yourself at a peaceful state. All right. But that's all I got to say about this topic, man. This is the boy Duane.p.mclean at Duane.p.mclean TV. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. I'm out. The fingers all over my Jesus. This is a really good song. You won't believe this. All over my Jesus. She walked in the crib and put my fingers all over my Jesus. My Jesus, Jesus. My Jesus, Jesus.